Hi, this is Randy Wimmer with Government Contracting Academy, and welcome back to GovCon Business 101 course. We start this course by asking the following question. How is this Government Contracting Academy program different than other business training, mentoring, and coaching programs? A lot of folks will counter, who cares? I'm taking this course, so why does it matter how it's different from other courses? It matters for one simple reason. Understanding how this program is different will help you adjust your perspective regarding how you consume the information. For example, you would approach an accounting class completely differently than you would a TED Talk conference. In one, you're taking copious notes to ensure that your numbers flood when closing your books, and the other one, you're listening with an open mind to consider how the information that you're hearing may apply to your life. So let's get back to the question. How is this program different? The answer is the same reason why the question is so important. It's perspective. There are countless types of business books, mentors, and startup training programs, and nearly every aspiring entrepreneur will pick the one with the wrong perspective. However, it's not their fault. The traditional type of executive mentor climbed the corporate ladder to lead large, publicly traded enterprises. These mentors are experts at mergers and acquisitions, restructuring debt, and bolstering stock price. The second type of mentor is even more successful. They created black swan innovations and spent their way to success with tens of millions of dollars of investor dollars. Most of these CEOs become billionaires with flashy IPOs or acquisitions without ever making a single dollar in profit. Monetizing their company came later. Trust me, this is the wrong perspective to help you achieve your startup dreams. Then there are those motivational gurus like Tony Robbins, 6 feet 7 inches tall, a voice like a Greek god, and Hollywood good looks, who created the ultimate scheme to get rich. He has accumulated a net worth of, I'm not joking, $600 million, not by inventing and selling an innovative technology or product, but instead by selling his How to Get Rich products to over 50 million people. Without question, Tony Robbins is a gifted speaker and provides a ton of personal self-help advice, but he completely lacks any directly relevant first-hand experience in any actual industry. Unless you want to start a company telling other people how to get rich, then his perspective is largely helpful. The latest trend in the leadership, business training, and mentoring markets are U.S. Navy SEALs and Special Operations warriors. As an American and veteran, I'm extremely grateful that these impressive folks are fighting on our side. I also believe that the military is a petri dish to experiment with various leadership styles and techniques. I've never met a single person in the military that didn't grow as a leader. I know that I certainly did. Although I fully acknowledge that these folks are very impressive and at the top of their game, I'm a bit skeptical regarding the business insights of any mentor who has never had to turn a profit. Of course, I fully accept their credibility regarding leadership, but killing bad guys does not immediately relate to writing winning proposals or keeping infrastructure costs low. That's a bit of a stretch for me. Again, the wrong perspective. These famous CEOs, leadership gurus, and Navy SEAL mentors fill the shelves at your local bookstores with well-written and worthwhile books, as well as offer many business training programs. However, the content is mostly philosophical or motivational, providing very limited actionable insights regarding how to launch a successful business. Investing in quality, treating your employees well, setting ambitious goals, and effectively manage your time are helpful life and business pursuits. Unfortunately, believing in your dreams and other motivational push or taglines, they don't teach you strategies to streamline your invoicing processes to get paid faster so you can make payroll. Employees can be so ungrateful. They actually want to get paid every payday. Regrettably, most aspiring entrepreneurs don't know a single chief executive from the category of CEO that they aspire to be. These unknown CEOs are experts at leading startups from just a dream to tens of millions of dollars in revenue on shoestring budgets. Despite being unknown, they represent the vast majority of business owners. They're the ones living and fighting in the trenches. They know where the landmines are. They have hard-learned lessons written in blood and bankruptcy. Unfortunately, very, very few of these unknown CEOs write books. No publishing house would ever sign on a decamillionaire serial entrepreneur when they can fill the shelves with books written by billionaires, celebrity CEOs, and former green-eyed snake eaters with exciting war stories. The same holds true with training programs. No angel investor or venture capital group wants to invest in a real entrepreneurial startup program when they see Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within program netting millions upon millions of dollars each year. The total lack of actionable information regarding how to launch a real startup causes most aspiring entrepreneurs to give up on their dreams. Simply stated, they can't find the right perspective. This program is different. It was developed by an unknown CEO and entrepreneur, me. I founded Government Contracting Academy because my experiences, insights, and most importantly, my perspective are directly relevant to the people who wish to start a company from their kitchen table or garage like most small businesses are launched in the real world. Although training programs and books written by talk show leadership gurus, celebrity CEOs, and Navy SEALs may be considerably more entertaining, the information presented in this program by a successful but completely unknown serial entrepreneur are almost certainly more applicable to most people. Why? Although my journey and all its challenges and triumphs will definitely pale in comparison to the genius and tragedy of Steve Jobs, my experiences are directly relevant to normal people. During my decades of experience in the business world, I've met and known a ton of highly successful business executives. And you know what? During all this time, our conversations have never included how to get in touch with our inner selves, or how to avoid a hostile boardroom takeover, or how to perform a snatch and grab operation in a hostile country. We were discussing real business issues. Here's my story. Standing in a grocery store checkout aisle with multiple packages of diapers in different sizes, I had a terrifying realization. I wasn't on track to provide for my growing family in the way that I wanted and embarked upon a journey to do something about it. It's a story about writing proposals at my kitchen table after putting my kids to bed, and then printing and mailing them on my morning commute to my real job with bloodshot eyes. Most aspiring entrepreneurs don't launch a tech company from their frat house at an Ivy League school. They are like me. They have entrepreneurial dreams as well as a spouse, 3.2 kids, a dog, a mortgage, and a day job. Rounding is appropriate. My relative anonymity and total lack of personal brand also enables me to be brutally honest and, at times, politically incorrect. Unlike a celebrity CEO, I certainly don't have to worry about my company's stock price declining should I decide to share an unpleasant truth or two. And do you think that either Tim Cook or Bill Gates would ever recommend to aspiring entrepreneurs to use their kids' free or low-cost student versions of software until they start generating revenue? I think not. This program has another major difference. It focuses on an actual industry. By doing so, this program provides very detailed steps, examples, and insights. Instead of stating that your people are your most important resources, this program explains how a startup can get the absolute best corporate benefit packages available while saving you money. It is true that you can find books and directly relevant seminars regarding contract law, proposal writing, and security programs. In fact, I not only encourage you to become an avid professional reader, I implore you to do so. However, I recommend that you pocket the costs of more expensive, targeted training until you have successfully launched a revenue-generating company. Those training resources focus on helping mature, established federal government contracting companies enhance their already established infrastructure. This level of information is like icing on a cake. As an entrepreneur, your cake pan is completely empty. Isn't it smarter to learn how to bake a cake before you invest in a cake decorating class? Other than this program, I am not aware of any comprehensive training program that focuses on the startup's perspective in the federal government contracting industry. This is another question that I frequently get. Why not just get an MBA? That's a great question. The most immediate answer is that our higher educational system completely neglects the world's largest customer, the federal government, and its $1 trillion budgets. There are MBA programs that specialize in almost every horizontal and vertical market. There are numerous business programs that focus on IT, hospitality, healthcare, entertainment, automotive, consulting, finance, and various other industries. However, I'm not aware of a single MBA program that focuses on the federal government contracting industry. Don't be confused by the countless programs and degrees that provide coursework from the government's perspective. Pursuing a master's in public administration to help you learn how to start a successful contracting company would be like a restaurant owner learning photosynthesis just because he offers a salad bar. It's not even tangentially helpful. In this program, you will learn how to launch a successful startup in the federal government contracting industry. Your knowledge base must be an inch deep and a mile wide to understand every aspect of launching a company. Conversely, most MBA students focus on a very specific aspect of business. They want to get into accounting, or human resources, or marketing, or finance. If you're in this program, then you're already aware of the vast advantages of government contracting as a target market. And you'll be learning how to launch a successful startup in the federal government market space. We won't be teaching you marketing theory. We'll be teaching you how to identify, contact, and manage the relationship of thousands of potential business partners. These are the people who can give your company a lucrative subcontract or be your partner on your prime contract bids. But that's not the only difference between this program and an MBA. Our team has 100% relevant experience of what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. That's not true with most MBA programs. Universities and their business schools are run by academics who place published research over practical business experience when hiring their professors. In fact, the overwhelming majority of MBA professors have never launched a company, never managed profit and loss, or never woke up in the middle of the night terrified about cash flow. Our team has. We know what it takes to go from working at your kitchen table to launching a successful company. To illustrate my point, I randomly selected an Ivy League MBA program, Dartmouth Tuck Business School, and reviewed the experience of each of their professors. Only 13% had any entrepreneurship experience, and half of these professors' only startup experience was as co-founders of venture capital groups. And there's a big difference between launching a startup and investing in one. However, the biggest difference between an MBA and this program is what you leave with. After 2 years, most MBA students will leave with a degree, a lot of theoretical business knowledge, and an average of $100,000 in tuition debt. But they will also have an updated resume listing their degree that they'll use to hopefully find a new job, working for another company and for somebody else's dreams. After this 6-month program, students will leave as founders and CEOs of their own company, a business strategy to penetrate their target markets and grow their business, real hands-on industry knowledge, an order of magnitude less in cost, and a proven approach to achieve their entrepreneurial dreams. Plus, just like MBA grads, they will also have an updated resume showing real chief executive experience leading their company, which will make the resume much more valuable than simply having a business degree. So, as we embark upon this entrepreneurial journey together, I recommend that you follow Anton Ego's lead from my son's favorite movie, Ratatouille, and order some proper perspective. I feel confident that our perspectives align. Instead of fresh, clear, well-seasoned perspective, you will receive brutally honest, frequently politically incorrect, and 100% actionable perspective. However, this program should not be your only source of perspective. You must find the exact type of CEO that you want to emulate. They're not easy to find, and I can assure you that they're not at your local Barnes & Noble bookstore. These people are running successful startups, or even better, they've already made it through their entrepreneurial minefield and can reflect upon what really worked and what didn't. The easiest way to connect with these folks is to find a list of successful small business contractors. Research small business prime contractors on prestigious contract vehicles, such as Oasis and Alliant 2, as well as fastest growing companies lists, such as the Washington Technology Fast 50 list and the Deloitte Tech 500. Connect with the CEOs of these businesses on LinkedIn. Call their small businesses and ask to speak with them. Ask to meet for lunch or drinks. Trust me, most of these folks will speak with you. Now is the time to soak up as much information as possible from these beacons of knowledge. To set some expectations, these CEOs are likely working crazy hours, so only expect a phone call or two, a few emails, and perhaps a lunch meeting if they're local. That's why you need a network of these mentors. I also must warn you that many may clam up once you launch your company because they might deem you a potential competitor. Remember, business is a contact sport. Be sure to do your follow-along activity to find additional sources of relevant perspective. And I'll see you during our next lesson.